Yo, it is me, Amity, yet again with another art fight attack. Yeah, so this one basically is, it ties in to my Waffle House idea. So, it is they're sitting at Waffle House, and they are waiting for their food or something, or maybe they're already eating. That was my general idea. Also, that's why there's eggs behind me, because I saw that background, and I'm like, I hate white backgrounds, but there's an egg here. Waffle House. Yeah. But basically, they're sitting in there, and Star's gonna run in, be like, "Oh my God, there's like a fight outside. Oh my God." Basically like that. That was my idea in my head, and so I drew it out. And I had to look at a bunch of pictures of people sitting at a table. Yeah. I mean, I more just found like reference pictures of sitting down and combined them. There was multiple images that I used as reference. I was like, that looks like I could use that. I don't know, I never really I know photo bashing is a thing, but I've never tried it. I just kind of visualize it. I'm like, yeah, I can put them there. I just sketch it out and arrange them. So, I don't know. As you can see, that's what I did. I don't know how to explain my process that well. We're getting there. I'm gonna get better at it. You watch, I'm gonna be so good at these at some point. You're gonna be like, wow, she's so great at something. But yeah, so for these, I just picked some designs I thought would fit the situation okay. And I threw them in here. One of them, I think two of them are drinking coffee, one's making coffee, one's eating a waffle. I try to always read their descriptions. Some of them honestly don't have much of a description. Like sometimes it'll be like a one sentence thing, which is chill. It just means I can kind of do whatever I want. Whenever they have long descriptions, I try to read it and see, what their character is about. There was one character that the design was I think he didn't have face paint, which made me not want to draw them. I did not put them in this one. I didn't actually get to draw this person, maybe next year. But at first I didn't want to draw him because of that. So it's like, nah, they gotta have face paint. That's the whole point. But I read their description and it made me interested. I was just like, I can have my characters teaching him how to spray paint and put paint on his face too and all that. But I didn't get to it, but I have that character still bookmarked. He's gonna be in this at some point. Because he's a little teenager, and I just think it'd be cute, to have him, having other jugglers teach him how things are. I don't know, I think that'd be cute. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna do it at some point. Obviously, I gotta wait till July, so I'm just write down my ideas or come back to these videos and be like, alright, yeah, I did have a good idea there. But yeah, obviously I don't draw as many furry juggalos into because surprisingly, quite a few of them. But I don't, in my head, they don't really fit in the situations I've been drawing. Maybe they would. I don't know. I've just been drawing people for these ones, and I'm also not good at drawing furries, so it's an excuse if I'm being honest. I'll get there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to get there, but I'd like to be able to draw anything. Yeah, I did my little overlay thing, where I did a purple layer and put it on that one mode. Multiply, yeah, that one. Yeah. So I did that. Doing little highlights. I like it because if it's a dark, I've been doing a lot more dark settings, so it's easier to just erase the shadow than draw it in. I think it shows lighting okay, so that's what I've been doing. But then I still add my little magenta half the time, or whatever color I feel like. Normally magenta, for being honest. I don't know. Those are just the colors I like to use. Yeah. So, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you noticed, but I have this little pngtuber. Look, it's the first one I've ever made. I think we can make the mouse movement a little better. And one day I'll add, animations. But for a first one, I feel like this is pretty good. I feel like this is a decent one. Look at me. I bounce when I talk. Bounce. I can bounce more if I wanted to, but I don't want to mess with the settings. You also may notice my activate Windows screen. But don't worry about that. Oh, also I added the little newspaper in the bottom to connect it to the last mass attack I did with the Juggalos destroying the car. My whole goal was to have them all connected in some way. So that's why Star's gonna be running in, being like, oh my god, there be a fight. Guys, get out there. She's gonna be doing that. Also, I had to find reference pictures of the inside of a Waffle House, because it has been a minute since I have drunkenly been in a Waffle House. I only eat there when it's 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was, like, outside of the bar, smoking and drinking, as I be doing, and now I need food, so... And I haven't done that in a long time, so... Yeah, did the Waffle House. I think Waffle House is only really that great when you're drinking, to be honest. Or if you just got back from a haunted house, and you're like a haunted house actor, then I think it's pretty good. Yeah. And you know it's a good Waffle House if your shoes stick to the floor. That's how you can tell it's a good Waffle House. Also, I don't know if you noticed, in the background, I did little, kind of like somebody had drawn on the windows, so there's also a thing that says, "I'ma kill Pinko," and then there's Swizzy T, and then, there's a, like, I think there's like a Star Plus Stretch thing somewhere, and there's something from Lucius. I think it's something about a mixtape, but I put, like, little hidden stuff in my stuff to connect them, too. I like adding lore. I think it's fun. Yeah, so, and then I drew Star separately because it's just easier, and I was like, I don't need to go too hard on this. So she's a little wonky, but you can't really tell that well in the distance of the drawing. I learned in art fight that not everything has to be perfect, especially if you're not gonna see it. Doesn't mean I don't have to try, it just means, like, this perspective, she's technically leaning down, so maybe it should be a little different. You know, a little better, but haven't drawn that kind of perspective in a while, so, you know, I did okay on it, but not that great. But, you know, she's kind of in the background, she's not the main focus, so it's fine. So see, I just stick her back there, there she be. It serves its purpose, doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, and then, you know, I did that, and I tried to figure out how to write the fight thing the best I could. Ori, what are you doing? Oh my god. Gotta go check out what my cat's doing in a second, but we're not gonna pause the video, I only got like 2 minutes left. Probably less than that. But yeah, she's like, there's a fight outside, oh my god. And that's what I did there. Did I add anything else? I don't think so. I added the red. I don't know, I just like doing my words like that. I think it looked pretty good. I liked how this turned out. And yeah. I kind of wish I had done this video first, and then the big one I cared about more after, but here we are. Here we are. Yeah, oh, and look, I actually signed it for once. Look at me. Right under that activate Windows sign. And I dated it. Apparently you're not supposed to date your artwork, but I don't know why. Like, I wouldn't want to date it. But yeah, so that was my thing, and I'm probably in a weird position. Oh, no, I'm actually in the middle. Look at me. Haha. It worked this time. But yes, I hope you enjoyed my art and my little speed draw. Yeah, if you like these videos, you could totally, like, I don't know, like it or subscribe or not. I don't really, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna try to stream more if my internet holds up. Probably won't. I feel like this pngtuber might slow things down even more. But you know what? We're gonna just struggle through it. We're just gonna struggle through it. Maybe I should stream a little bit on YouTube too and see how that does. I don't know. We're just gonna try different things and just see how it goes. That's my whole plan. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. Don't die or anything. And, you know, I will see you in the next one. Pressing the button.